Hello, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I have a very unique video topic for you. This one's a wild video topic, but it's going to help a lot of people. The scientific dangers of getting a tarot reading. And how wild of a topic is this? A lot of people already know how I feel about tarot readers. There's 99% bad tarot readers and 1% good tarot readers. I'll say that right now. There are some who are just like authentically pure. But a lot of them are carrying spirits or baggage from the past person that they've read, and it sucks, and it's actually horrible because that person is full of spirits and they don't even know it, and that's why people get so hot and sweaty and thirsty and dehydrated, and they wake up the next day after getting that tarot reading, and it's just like versus. And I'm actually going to teach you, this video is about the scientific aspects about it, because you can't debate facts. You can't. You just can't debate facts. So, and yes, I'm listening to Jesus for advice on this video because this has to be very specific. So there's children nearby, but basically one thing you have to know with tarot reading is whatever you see, whatever you hear, it has an influence on the subconscious mind. So we're gonna get into the straight topic about the subconscious mind aspect about tarot readings. Because yeah, someone could read you and tell you this is happening behind the scenes, or this is going on, or this is coming up in the future for you, but one thing that you have to know is God has stuff in store for you that sometimes you're not meant to know, and the tarot readers will have spirits that'll try to tell you, and they'll mess it up. Ooh, ouch. Ouch. People will literally spoil what God has for them by going to tarot readers. And the biggest thing is a lot of tarot readers there's almost, and I'm not just talking about tarot, talking about oracle card, etc. So the one thing you'll see is with tarot readers that they'll plant seeds. What is this? Seeds. So how many tarot readers are you going to walk out of there and be like, oh, everything's perfectly fine, you have no issues, there's nothing bad in your life? So for those kind of tarot readers, I put them at the top 1%, because in essence, that's true. The only problems that we have are the problems that we come up with. So I'm going to get scientific about this right now. Or the problems that we actually give too much attention to. So, for example, when you're angry, your anger replicates. So it's like a web. So you get angry, you stay angry for too long on a wrong vibration, and it multiplies. So your reticulating activating system, I believe, processes it as a PNS, if I'm saying it right, because SNS and PNS. Okay. So basically, your fight and fight mode goes off, and it starts replicating that because we have the reticulating activating system, so we're able to look out threats and be able to have good aspects of survival. So when it comes to the reticulating activating system, when you go to a tarot reader, it's usually 30 minutes, maybe an hour. If it's less, then it's less, but it doesn't matter. So what you have to know is that your mind will prove stuff to you, and I'm going to give you a giant example. So in the spiritual community, for more so the Latin part of the community, so any kind of Hispanic spiritual community, they have a technique. And I was around specific practices, so I can be able to verify this, but you guys will all know what I'm about to say, or what I'm talking about. Basically, they have in that part of the spiritual community, there's a technique where they say, basically, tell your enemy that they're cursed, and they'll become cursed, worse than any curse you can put on them, because it manifests for them. It will sow a seed in their mind, and within a year or 2 years, that person will be almost gone. Most people know about this but don't speak of it. You do this, you're going to be the one cursed. So it's usually because whoever sows that seed, it goes back to them, so two parties get messed up. So it's not like a technique, oh, tell your enemy they're cursed. No, that karma will have you cursed. And once you're cursed by God, what if that's one of his children? What if that's Jesus Christ, the Most High, as God? What if that's Jesus Christ, the Most High God? What if that is his child, and you did that to one of his children? So you can say to someone that they're cursed, and that's what tarot readers will do. They'll say, oh, you have this negative energy around you. And then they make you aware of what's going on. And then here's where the scientific aspect comes in. So I'm going to tell you something right now. For the people who have watched my video last week, if I talked about white cars, butterflies, white cars, and high beams. You've probably seen 1,000 white cars since I last said it. Even I have seen nothing but white cars. So basically, even I felt like taking a picture of it today. That's your reticulating activating system. It's very important because it recognizes images. So I saw literally 20 cars in the street, just all white cars, and I'm like, what? So I was just like, you know what? This is not a surprise because this is literally what the brain shows you based off your word through Jesus. So this is what Jesus is putting in front of you using your brain. So when you go to a tarot reader, I'm going to get to another point before I say this because it's going to start making a lot of sense. So it keeps doing that. It keeps doing it over and over, and it doesn't go away. It multiplies. So it multiplies even after you stop seeing the cards. They're still doing it in the background. So if I say blue bird, you're going to see bluebirds all week on your phone, on the TV, in the sky. You're going to have a blue bird you've never seen in your neighborhood fly up to you. So there's seeds being planted. So that, especially when, for example, talking to someone who has some really negative influences, you say, I rebuke anything this person just said. Any negative aspect about this person, I rebuke. But if you're going to the tarot reader, you've consented. So when you rebuke it, you kill the seeds in the tracks. Your body, mind, and spirit literally stomp on the seeds. So you say, I rebuke it in Jesus' name, every aspect of what this person said. So the next part of this is, because this is scientific based, you will not go to many tarot readers or any kind of card readers who will be like, oh, everything's good. Now they're going to plant some seeds. They have to plant seeds so they can make more money. So they'll talk to you about something going, and I'm not going to use many examples. I don't plant negative seeds. I plant positive seeds. And I'm going to actually plant some seeds for people in this video. So usually they talk about someone behind the scenes like, oh, there's this envious female figure. And then you didn't know of an envious female figure until they said something. Now you're seeing a bunch. And you're like, and now you have a bunch of envious females around you. Why do you, I mean, like, I rebuke that for all of you. You know what? I'm going to replant some seeds for you guys. You guys are noticing that you're noticing all the snakes around you are cut up and dead. Like, either if anyone's on some stuff, then they're cut off. If anyone has bad energy, they're replaced with people with good energy. So I'm planting the seeds for you right now that you're going to see nothing but trustworthy people around you come into your life that literally help you. So when does a tarot reader say that? When do they plant positive seeds? And what do I mean by reticulating activating system? Smell a rose, and this is the craziest thing. You'll smell a rose, and you'll focus on the rose. You'll go throughout your day, you're going to see roses everywhere. You know, smell roses. Jesus will have you smelling roses. You'll see roses on the TV. You'll have a rose gifted to you. It's just like, what the? So what happens when a tarot reader says all these, because they start saying stuff about you, so, and they'll get stuff wrong too. So basically, and they'll try to plant seeds, but you have to rebuke them. But you can't rebuke them if you're the one paying them for them to tell you. You can't do that because you consented. Law of consent. So tarot readers can be, or any kind of card readers can be extremely dangerous because their spirits on them will 100% spirits, not spirits in heaven, spirits on earth, earthbound spirits, spirits that are not in heaven. If these earthbound spirits that are giving them readings were in heaven, they wouldn't be concerned with a stack of cards helping you. Oh, ouch. They'd be actually praying for you and telling you not to get the reading. So ask God yourself. When you get these tarot readings done, Jesus just looks at you and says, you're going to learn a lesson today. And because you didn't ask me. And there's a scenario in the Bible as to where someone tries to go around God and it backfires. Anytime. And that's the thing. Why are people getting card readings done when you should be asking Jesus directly? Because when you ask him directly, it's not in anyone's audience of spirits. And every one of those cards, and let's just say you can't 100% ever cleanse a tarot deck. You can't. Unless you burn the card. So it literally stains the energy of the card. That's something that people don't learn. Unless your cards are made of metal and you're like washing them down and you're cleansing them. And they do have cards like that, but even then. Because if a crystal holds energy from the last person who used it, what do you think a card does? What do you think a card does that's getting shuffled constantly? Constant hand motions. So, not just the transference of energy is really dangerous. It's what they're planting as seeds into your life. I can't even say an example of planting seeds. I mean, what about this? Great. Fine. Someone in particular would like for me to do a tarot reading on you guys. I don't have tarot cards. They have a tarot card. The first card they hold up is I'm gonna pretend to be one of those tarot readers. And how many readings do you see like this? So they're holding up. I'm just gonna say the cards: the Fool and the Lovers. So basically, one of you guys is actually going to meet your soulmate. You're actually going to find your new beginning. That whole part of your life is coming to a complete end as to where you feel like you are not magnetic because you focus on yourself, and the Fool has to do with new journeys, and basically you're now focusing on yourself and you're not attracting anyone anymore except for the right one, so you don't care who looks at you or who doesn't look at you. Maybe everyone's looking at you, but that's the thing. The Fool card states that you're on your new beginning, and it doesn't really matter what else is going on in the world. The next card he pulled up is I just said who it was. So yes, a particular angels holding up tarot cards for this video. So basically, imagine if tarot readers did this, but they always put a spin on it. So the next card is the Empress. So as a result of this, with the Fool and Lovers and the Empress, it means since that's your heart chakra. And I used to do tarot readings when I was a kid, okay? So Stoneman tarot readings were really good until I realized what they were about. So coming from someone who did tarot readings. You want actual gifts? Go to Jesus. So reading cards is not, it's a step, but you have to move past that step very fast. There's literally an angel standing directly in front of me holding up 3 tarot cards. The Fool, the Lovers, and the Empress. Literally, he said, don't you read them differently than how I hold them up? And I'm like, okay. So he's gonna pull up one 4th card. He's shuffling it now. So he's still shuffling it. Oh, okay. So he gave me a challenge. Great. It's basically the I don't know how many swords that is, but it's the swords upside down card, and all the swords are coming out of the back. So this basically means, this is the thing. You'll see a negative card, and they'll start seeing a negative card, but all negative cards are positive through Jesus. So the swords falling out of the back, I don't know if it's the 9 of Swords. So but basically, all your sorrows, all things that have to do with anything of being sad is going away because you're changing your mindset through Jesus. You're moving closer to Jesus. You're migrating closer to Jesus in every way, and you're finding and discovering that every aspect of yourself throughout your entire life enhances with Jesus, and you can't go wrong when you're right with Jesus. So there you go, 4 cards. He's literally holding them up. It's the Fool, the Lovers, the Empress, and he's holding below that in his spread because he's holding them up. Very gifted angel, let's just say that. That's Michael. So don't you ask Michael for a tarot reading because he says he'll mess with it. But basically, I just said nothing but positive things, but it could be turned to something negative very fast. So someone could say, oh, this means that this is going to happen, or this is going to happen, or blah, 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 blah. And then you have all these, you open you let your guard down, and all these emotions fly out of nothing but good, and your guard's completely down. And you once you see all these good cards, and your guard is down, and you're like, what is this? This is really good. And then they hit you with a bad card and something bad, and your guard's already let down. So when it comes to, for example, you watch a movie such as Superman, you're at the movie theater, you have suspended belief, which means your reticulating activating system is very vulnerable. It's like when you're asleep. Your mind's almost asleep in a way. So scientifically proven, your brain's gonna show you more of what you ask for. So over the next couple of months, even with that one tarot reading, everything will manifest. So everything that I said right now is going to manifest into all of your lives. So a lot of you are about to find some love. Let's just say that, like actual love. If you have a relationship, it means your relationship's actually going to have the honeymoon phase all the time. So there's for planting positive seeds in all of you guys. So what if I said one thing negative, or one thing that was kind of scary? You'd have those seeds planted in your life. I promise you, over the course of 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a whole bunch of you will actually find the right person. Not just someone, but the right person. See how dangerous seeds are to plant, or how good they can be as well? The word holds power over life and death. So, scientifically speaking, if the tarot reader is giving 100% good news with nothing bad, or no options for bad cards, then it's nothing but planting seeds. It's good. That's the 1% of tarot readers. You can't just tell someone everything's good. What if everything really is good? So, what if everything really is good? It's like, oh, what about that thing at work? I promise if you didn't focus on it, it wouldn't happen. Because you see one problem at your job, that becomes 3 problems. Then those problems start investigating you. So that when you look into the abyss looks straight back at you. When you look into the heavens look straight back at you, because the Most High God had the heavens open up upon you. So, in essence, focus on God. Focus on Jesus. Focus on nothing but good things, and good things will come. A tarot reader can't make money off of you if there's not something wrong with you, so they're gonna plant seeds on you. Don't go to tarot readers. If you're pulling tarot cards for fun or for practice, make 100% of all of them good. Even though the cards are like, oh, the tower? What if that tower means that money's gonna fall from the sky? Like, you ever see $100 blow in the wind? What's another scary card? Scary card. There's no scary cards. You can't even think of that because your mind goes to something negative. I promise. If it's... Let me say one last example. What you focus on grows, and they'll have you focusing on stuff. If you see the clouds in the sky, and you see the sky without clouds, if you focus on where there's no clouds, it's going to be very sunny very fast. If you focus on the moon for 5 minutes, it's going to get brighter because your reticulating, your activating system is literally lighting that up. Focus on Jesus and imagine what happens in your life when he focuses on you. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao. God bless all of you.